Have you ever felt like you didn't fit in, didn't belong, or maybe were just too much for some? Girl, we get it. This is Women Around the Well with Jenna Hatula, a weekly podcast where women of all ages and stages share their stories to inspire, educate, and empower one another. From motherhood and marriage to health, wellness, and faith, we're talking all the things. The messy, the meaningful, and the moments that shape us. Because life is unpredictable. Faith is a journey. And let's be honest, some days you just need Jesus, good friends, and a reminder that you're not alone.
Hello, beautiful friend, and welcome back to Women Around the Well. I'm so glad you're here. Whether you're walking through the grocery store, folding laundry with a baby on your hip, or driving to that job that doesn't feel like your forever place, this place is for you. It's where we gather to be seen, known, and loved. And today, I want to talk about something that's been stirring deep in my spirit. Giving your best yes, and choosing to be a blessing when you've been blessed. Now, before you hit pause because you feel like it's going to be one of those do more, be more talks, girl, take a minute. This isn't about performance. This is about purpose. So let's go back for a second. A few years ago, I was coming out of a season where everything felt dry. I'm talking spiritually, emotionally, financially, you name it. I had been showing up, but barely holding it all together. I smiled on Sundays. I cried on Mondays. And I lived most of the week in full out survival mode, if I'm being honest. But slowly, miraculously, God started restoring some things. I got connected with a life-giving community. My heart started healing from betrayal. Our finances, which had been held together with duct tape and prayer, finally caught a break. And I remember one morning, I was standing at the sink, coffee in a hand, the sun was coming in through the window, and I felt peace, actual peace. Not the circumstantial kind, not the manufactured kind, just full out peace. And I heard the Holy Spirit whisper, a soft, gentle whisper, as you've been blessed. Now go be the blessing. And let me tell you, that stopped me in my tracks. Because here's the thing. It's easy to say and sometimes hard to do because you don't know where to go or what to do. But I've been blessed to have women in my life. I'm going to call her Kayla. Kayla was walking through a really hard season, that the hardest kind I've ever seen. She's newly divorced. She was raising two babies on her own. She's working 2 jobs. She's barely staying afloat. And I kept thinking, she needs someone. She needs something. And every time I prayed about it, God would whisper, what if it's you? But see, I made all the excuses. God, I'm still healing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have time. I don't even know what to say. Or what would she say? What would she think? And that's when The Best Yes by Lisa Turkers came back to mind. If you haven't read it yet, sis, put it on your list. In it, Lisa says something that flipped a switch in me. Whenever you say yes to something, there is less of you for something else. Make sure your yes is worth the less. That quote hit me like a holy gut punch because sometimes the yes God is asking for doesn't look glamorous. It looks like sacrificial presence. It looks like showing up without needing to be an expert. It looks like bringing someone dinner when your own fridge is kind of empty too. So I said yes to Kayla. Not a flashy yes, not a social media yes, just a quiet, faithful yes. And that friendship, that obedience, it changed both of us. And I wonder, maybe you had a season like that, a time where you knew God was blessing you, maybe not in big, flashy ways, but in small, sacred ones. And deep down, you felt that nudge to turn around and bless someone else. But maybe fear crept in, or comparison, or busyness, or that old lie, I'm not enough yet. I don't know enough yet. Can I gently tell you something, sister to sister? You don't have to be all healed to help. You don't have to have it all figured out to be faithful. Sometimes the most powerful ministry comes from the middle of your mess. And you don't need a platform or a gazillion followers either. You just need Godfidence. That God will take your obedient yes and do something only He can do with it. Luke 12:48 reminds me of this. To whom much is given, much will be required. But let me free you from something right now. That much doesn't always mean more hustle. It means more heart, more trust, more obedience. So what does this look like in your life this week? It could look like just shooting a friend a text that you've been meaning to check in on, or offering to babysit for that single mama. Yes, even if your house is a little crazy too. Or share your testimony with someone who's where you used to be. Dropping off a meal or send a prayer voice memo or write that note. But say yes to the thing that scares you, but keep stirring in your spirit, because your yes might just be someone else's breakthrough. And friend, you don't have to go save the world. Just show up for the corner of it that God placed in your hands. Your best yes isn't about being perfect. It's about being present. It's about being willing, and it's about being available to the God who already equipped you for the thing He's asking you to do. So if you've been blessed, big or small, ask God today, who do you want me to bless? What is my best yes in this season? Or how can I multiply what you've given me? And then do it. Do it scared. Do it soft. Do it surrendered. But please just do it, as that Nike quote goes. Because God, He's not done with your story. And someone else's story might just get a whole new beginning because you said yes. So if today's episode encouraged you, would you do me a favor? Share it with a friend, maybe someone who's been a blessing in your life, or someone who needs a reminder that they are a blessing just as they are. And hey, if you haven't read The Best Yes by Lisa TerKeurst, add it to your nightstand. I promise it will keep your spirits in the highest and bestest ways. You can check out a link in the show notes or on womenaroundthewell.com. Until next time, friend, keep gathering, keep growing, and keep giving your best yes. Because God, He's not done with your story, and we're in this together. Until next time, I'll see you, and I love you big.
That's it for today's episode of Women Around the Well. I hope you found encouragement, inspiration, and a reminder that you're never alone on this journey. Want to dive deeper? Visit womenaroundthewell.com for additional resources, guest details, episode recaps, replays, and exclusive freebies to support you in faith, wellness, and life. And if this episode spoke to you, feel free to share it with a friend and leave a review. It helps more women find their place around the well. Until next time, keep showing up, keep growing, and keep leaning into grace. We'll see you soon.